Hey there, this is Puck at Smokin Brothers. We're going to be changing out the old firepot and igniter for the new ones, the new firepot and igniter, and we're going to work through that process now. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and take off the front panel. You may have to undo these connections here for your RTD sensor, depending on how tight that is. And we like to use a bucket to kind of rest this front plate on, so that way it gives us a little work surface. All right, we're going to go ahead and undo the igniter, which is the purple. And we're going to go ahead and undo the fan as well, because we're going to take off that fan to change off this igniter, and that's going to be your orange. So undo the purple and undo the orange Molex connectors, these chunky plastic connectors. All right, so the next step is we're going to take this airflow fan off the bottom here. I'm going to use a 1/4-inch socket to get the 4 screws out of there. So there's 4 screws holding this fan in, and we're going to go ahead and use this drill to go ahead and take these out. All right, so now that we've got all 4 of our screws out, we can pull the fan off, put that aside, and that purple Molex connector that we undid a little bit ago that comes out this window on the right-hand side, I'm going to go ahead and just push that through, because that goes to the igniter that we're going to change out. Okay, so now we're actually going to take the actual firepot out of here. We're going to use the 5/16 sockets to take out these 4 screws that are right here at the corner of the firepot. Okay, so now we're going to actually take out the actual firepot. The auger tube is sticking into the firepot a little bit, so you're going to want to maneuver it back a little bit and then kind of turn it so you can kind of wiggle that out just like that. All right, and then we're going to put in our new firepot and igniter. As you can see, the new firepot has a longer stem on here than the older firepot, so you have to make sure that this firepot is the only one that will go with this new igniter that threads into this longer stem. So what we'll do is we will thread this through on the kind of right-hand side, just kind of down in here like this, and you'll put it in, and then you'll kind of adjust this to where the auger tube will stick into this firepot just a little bit. All right, so now we have the firepot in place. As you can see, the auger tube sticks in there just about maybe a 1/4 inch or so. Something else to note is you will no longer see the igniter sticking into the firepot anymore. That's normal. So make sure that when you look in here that you don't see your igniter sticking in, because you should just have this kind of nub down here, and that's how it works. So now we're going to go ahead and put our screws back in and attach down our firepot. Okay, so now that we've got our new firepot and igniter in, we're going to have to kind of get up here where the fan was. And in here, see how we have that little purple connector that's coming out the bottom? What we need to do is push it through this little window on the side, just like that there, so it doesn't get in the way. So now we can reattach our fan. That's pretty much the only reason that we took it off, was so that way we could get to that igniter wire easier. So these are just going to go back in on the bottom, and we'll reattach this fan. Okay, and then don't forget to reattach your RTD sensor to the back of your controller. So once we do that, we're going to put the panel right back on, and that's going to finish us up from our change out from the old igniter and firepot into the new igniter and firepot. So that's going to get you back to grilling faster. So I think we're all done. So have a great barbecue day.